ISTPs are often doing these unusual things. Let's find out if you do them as well. Number 1. Create things just to take them apart. ISTPs are like the MacGyvers of the world. Except instead of solving crises, they are more likely to be in the corner of the room dismantling a perfectly good toaster, just to see how it works. It's not broken, oh no, not even close. They've just decided that today's project is to take things apart, piece by piece, like a kid in a candy store with no intention of putting the candy back together. Whether it's a phone, a clock, or your favorite lamp, it's all fair game for their curious hands. They'll meticulously unscrew every tiny bolt and peek inside the gears, inspecting the intricate mechanisms like Sherlock Holmes investigating a crime scene. Except the crime scene is a pile of random spare parts. And why? Because for them, the joy isn't in the object itself. It's in the understanding of how it works. They'll spend hours with their tools, examining springs, circuits, and wires with a kind of focus that would make any inventor jealous. You might ask, "Are you going to fix it?" And they'll shrug. "Nah, I just wanted to know how it works." And that's the beauty of it. They don't need to reassemble it or even make it functional again. The act of discovery is the reward. The item will most likely stay in pieces for a while as the ISTP moves on to the next thing to dissect. Their version of fun could very well be dismantling a remote control just to feel the satisfaction of discovering the little button that makes the batteries pop out. And if you're not careful, you might just find a random drawer in their room filled with things they've taken apart. Old phones, defunct gadgets, broken computers, and even your microwave might be sitting there, waiting for their moment to be opened and inspected. It's like a little mechanical museum, except it's not for looking, it's for learning. Number 2. Love silence. ISTPs adore silence. Not just as a necessity, but as their personal sanctuary. You know that one friend who seems completely unbothered by a silent room while everyone else is awkwardly fiddling with their phones? That's an ISTP in their natural habitat. The quieter, the better. They're the ones who can sit in a room full of people and just soak in the quiet like a cat basking in the sun. It's not that they're antisocial. They're just selectively social. To them, silence is a peaceful haven where their minds can wander freely, exploring ideas, solving problems, and daydreaming about the next big project. They might even relish long car rides with nothing but the hum of the engine as their soundtrack. As much as they can enjoy a fun hangout or an intense discussion, there's something about silence that feels like the perfect reset button. You could be sitting next to them, and they'll just lean back, lost in thought, and you'll wonder, are they even listening? Oh, they're listening all right. They just don't feel the need to fill the air with small talk. They're processing the world in their own private way, often finding answers to complex questions, or just unwinding their brain from the chaos of the day. And when it's time to recharge, they'll retreat to their quiet corner like a hermit crab into its shell, embracing the stillness like it's the best gift anyone could give them. They don't need constant noise or chatter. A quiet walk in nature or some solo time in a dimly lit room is their kind of therapy. This doesn't mean they don't enjoy being around others, it's just that they really enjoy their own headspace. Number 3. Analyze people without them knowing. ISTPs are like the secret agents of the personality world, except instead of tracking down criminals, they're quietly analyzing every person they meet. They don't need fancy spy gadgets or hidden cameras. All they need is their sharp, ever-watchful eyes, and a knack for reading the subtle signs of human behavior. You might think you're just having a casual conversation, but trust that the ISTP is already observing the way you move, the tiny shifts in your expression, and the microsecond pauses in your speech. It's like they're mentally compiling data on you without you even realizing it. They'll pick up on the smallest details, like how you fidget with your watch when you're nervous, or how you laugh just a bit too loudly to cover up an awkward moment. And it's not that they're trying to be creepy or invasive. No, they're just interested. To them, people are like complex puzzles, and they just can't help but try to solve them. They won't ask you personal questions or make you feel like you're under a microscope. Instead, they'll quietly observe, maybe throw in a casual remark or two, and then boom, They've already figured out something about you that you haven't even realized about yourself yet. An ISTP can tell if you're the type who talks about yourself too much, if you're pretending to be someone you're not, or if you're hiding something. But they won't spill your secrets, they'll just keep those insights to themselves, like they're holding a treasure chest of knowledge. Sometimes you'll even get the feeling that they know you better than you know yourself. But they won't bring it up. They're too busy enjoying the challenge of figuring you out from the sidelines. And don't be surprised if one day, out of nowhere, they drop an observation so spot on about you that you'll wonder how the hell they knew it. It's their way of telling you, I see you, without you ever realizing that they were carefully observing every little thing all along. Number 4. Have a nonchalant approach to danger. ISTPs are the human equivalent of hold my drink moments. Danger? They don't run from it, they run toward it, usually with a casual grin and a raised eyebrow, like they've just stepped into an action movie scene. They're the ones who, when everyone else is freaking out, are calm, cool, and maybe even a little too collected for the situation. While you're clutching the side of a cliff, panicking about the wind gusts, the ISTP is already halfway up, testing out different footholds, probably wondering how much of a daredevil move it would be to climb the sheer rock face without any ropes. You might ask them, aren't you scared? And they'll just shrug, as if you're asking them whether the sky is blue. Nah, I've got this, they'll say, while secretly calculating every possible risk, but in a way that makes them feel more alive. It's not about recklessness, it's about control. The ISTP is always running mental simulations, calculating risk, and weighing consequences before making a move. But while others might spend time worrying, the ISTP is already diving in. Whether they're ziplining through a jungle, riding a motorcycle at top speed, or fixing a car engine without the proper safety gear, they somehow make it all look effortless, as if danger is just a mild inconvenience. And when something does go wrong, they're the first ones to calmly assess the situation. Broken bike chain? No problem. That's just an opportunity for an impromptu repair lesson. Car stuck in a ditch? ISTP's got a toolkit and the confidence to figure it out. The idea of danger is almost like a challenge for them. It's an obstacle to navigate or a test of their skills. It's as if they thrive in that space where most people would freeze up while they're already halfway to the solution, all with that classic nonchalant attitude. So the next time you're in a tense situation and everyone else is starting to panic, just look for the ISTP in the room. They'll be the one looking around, wondering if there's a way to make it even more exciting. Because for them, danger isn't something to fear, it's something to master. Number 5. Keep emotions under lock and key. ISTPs are the Fort Knox of emotions. While everyone else is pouring their hearts out like an overfilled teacup, they're over there, sitting with their feelings locked up tighter than a safe with a 10-digit code. It's not that they don't feel, they do. In fact, they might feel more deeply than most people, but their emotional world is like a secret vault that only they know the combination to, and good luck trying to crack it. Imagine a situation where everyone else is talking about their day, venting frustrations, or casually chatting about their emotions. And the ISTP, they're just chilling, perfectly composed, as though they're the human embodiment of a rock in the middle of a storm. If you ask them how they felt, they might give you a one-word answer or just shrug, as if emotions are some mysterious concept they haven't quite figured out how to express. It's not that they don't care, it's just that they have this unspoken rule. Feelings are personal, and unless they've known you long enough to feel safe, you're not getting near that vault. They'd rather fix a broken bike, build a piece of furniture, or get lost in a hobby than dissect their emotional state. Emotions are messy, and for the ISTP, being practical and efficient is just way easier. When they do open up, it's like discovering a hidden treasure chest. You're not going to get an emotional outpouring, but instead you might get a calm, composed reflection about what's really bothering them. And even then, it'll feel like they're talking about someone else's feelings, not their own. They'll offer you the facts, the logic, and maybe a hint of vulnerability, if you're lucky. But don't expect them to start crying or spilling their deepest secrets. So, while everyone else is learning about each other's hopes and dreams, the ISTP is like, feelings? I'll get to those later, after I finish building this model airplane. These videos will be really helpful for you.